Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to that part of you that feels the weight of struggle. I want to speak to that part of you that wonders, why me, that part of you that's endured heartbreak, failure, rejection, or loss. I have one message for you. Pain is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Pain can break you or it can build you. The difference lies in how you respond. You see, pain is inevitable in life, but suffering is optional. When we take that pain, that raw, searing energy, and transform it, we find strength we never thought possible. Imagine if every hurt you felt became the fuel to fire your ambitions. What if every setback became the spark to reignite your passion? You have the power to transform your pain into something extraordinary, a life of purpose, resilience, and unshakable confidence. Because here's the truth, within every challenge lies the seed of your breakthrough. And if you're willing to dig deep, to confront the pain and to own it, you can turn it into power that moves mountains. To transform pain into power. Own your pain. Stop running. Face it. Pain loses its grip when you acknowledge it. Say, this happened, but it will not define me. Ask the right questions. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson is a step toward your greatness. Seek the meaning in your pain and let it fuel your growth. Take massive action. Rewrite your story. Don't let pain write the narrative of your life. Decide how this chapter ends. You're not a victim, you're a victor in the making. Surround yourself with energy lifters. The people around you matter. Choose those who challenge, inspire, and remind you of your potential. Celebrate your strength. Every time you rise from the ashes, celebrate. Acknowledge your progress and let that become the fuel for your next breakthrough. Closing. Pain is not here to destroy you, it's here to wake you up. To remind you that you're alive, capable, and ready for more. Today is the day you stop being a prisoner of your pain and start becoming the creator of your power. So stand tall. Look that pain in the face and say you've served your purpose, and now I'm turning you into my power. Go out there and live boldly. You've got this. Thank you. Own your pain. The first step to transformation is simple but not easy. Own your pain. I mean, really own it. Stop hiding from it. Stop pretending it's not there. We've all been there smiling through gritted teeth, putting on a brave face while deep down we're barely holding it together. But here's the truth, what you resist persists. The more you push it away, the more it controls you. Think about it. If you had a physical wound and ignored it, what would happen? It would get worse. Emotional pain is no different. Pretending it doesn't exist only amplifies its grip on your life. The first act of courage is to face it head on. Stop saying, I'm fine, be real with yourself. Say, this hurts, this broke me, and I am going to confront it. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is feedback. It's telling you something. Maybe it's telling you you're out of alignment. Maybe it's showing you where you need to grow. Or maybe it's a wake-up call, forcing you to realize you deserve better. But you'll never get the message if you keep running from it. When you own your pain, you take back your power. You're no longer a victim of circumstance. You're the author of your story. Owning your pain doesn't mean wallowing in it. It means saying, yes, this happened. Yes, it hurt. But it will not define me. I define me. Some people think owning pain is weakness. They couldn't be more wrong. Owning your pain is the ultimate act of strength. It takes guts to face the hard stuff. But when you do, something incredible happens. The pain starts to lose its power over you. Don't let your pain dictate your future. The past doesn't control you unless you let it. Owning your pain puts you back in the driver's seat. You're no longer being dragged by life, you're steering it. And here's the secret, when you own your pain, you connect with others on a deeper level. Vulnerability is strength. It's not about being perfect, it's about being authentic. Your pain can become someone else's inspiration when they see how you've turned it into power. This isn't about pretending everything's okay. It's about saying, I'm not okay right now, but I will be. Owning your pain is the first step to healing. Healing doesn't mean forgetting or erasing the pain. It means growing stronger because of it. You can't change what you don't confront. So stand tall, look that pain in the face, and say, you don't own me, I own you. Ask the right questions. The right questions shift your mindset. Instead of why me, ask, what can I learn from this? Instead of why is this happening, ask, how can I use this to become stronger? Do you see the difference? One set of questions keeps you trapped, the other sets you free. Pain is life's way of getting your attention. It's saying, wake up. There's something you need to see, something you need to see, something you need to change. The right questions help you uncover what that is. When you ask the right questions, you start to see pain as an opportunity. It's no longer just something to endure, it's something to learn from. And when you learn from it, you grow. Growth is what gives life meaning. The wrong questions focus on the past. The right questions focus on the future. What's done is done. You can't change it, but you can decide what you'll do next. The right questions help you move forward. Questions are the gateway to solutions. Instead of asking, why did they hurt me? Ask, what can I do now to heal? Instead of asking, why did I fail? Ask, what can I do differently next time? It's not about ignoring the pain. It's about directing it towards something constructive. Your brain is like a supercomputer, and questions are the programming language. When you ask a question, your brain immediately starts searching for answers. So ask empowering questions. Ask questions that guide you towards strength, not weakness. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The questions you ask determine which path you take. Suffering comes from staying stuck in disempowering questions. Freedom comes from choosing empowering ones. Start every day with empowering questions. Ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? What can I do today to move closer to my goals? How can I turn my pain into purpose? These questions set the tone for your entire day and your entire life. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. If you want a better life, start by asking better questions. It's that simple. When pain strikes, don't ask why me, ask what's next, because what's next is always in your control. What's next is where your power lies. The right questions don't just change your mind, they change your life. So start asking them now, because the answers you find will lead you to the power you've been searching for all along. Find the lesson. Pain without purpose feels unbearable. But pain with purpose, that's a catalyst for transformation. Every struggle you face, every setback, every heartbreak carries a lesson within it if you're willing to find it. But here's the catch: life doesn't hand you the lesson on a silver platter. You've got to dig for it. You've got to mine the pain for the gold it holds. The lesson isn't always obvious. It's not written in bold letters or spoken in a loud voice. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it hides beneath layers of anger, sub-anger, sadness, or confusion. But it's always there. And when you find it, everything changes. Think about the hardest thing you've ever been through. At the time, it probably felt unbearable, unfair, or even senseless. But looking back, can you see how it shaped you? Can you see how it forced you to grow, to change, to become stronger? That's the power of finding the lesson. Pain teaches us things that comfort never could. It teaches us resilience, empathy, and courage. It reveals our strengths and exposes our weaknesses. It shows us what we're capable of when we're pushed to the edge. Finding the lesson doesn't mean you have to be grateful for the pain. It doesn't mean you have to pretend it didn't hurt. But it does mean choosing to let the pain work for you, not against you. It means saying, this was hard, but I'm better because of it. Sometimes the lesson is about boundaries, learning to say no, to stand up for yourself, to protect your peace. Sometimes it's about patience, about realizing that not everything happens on your timeline. And sometimes it's about perspective, about seeing the bigger picture and trusting the process. The lesson might be uncomfortable. Growth always is, but discomfort is the price of progress. It's a small price to pay for the strength, wisdom, and clarity you gain in return. Every time you find the lesson, you grow a little stronger. And strength is cumulative. It builds over time. The more lessons you learn, the more resilient you become. So when life knocks you down, don't just ask, why did this happen? Ask, what is this here to teach me? Because the moment you find the lesson, the pain begins to transform into power. Every challenge holds a lesson. Every lesson leads to growth. And every bit of growth brings you closer to the person you're meant to be. So don't fear the pain. Embrace the lesson, because that lesson is the key to your next breakthrough. Take massive action. Knowledge without action is useless. You can own your pain, ask the right questions, and find the lesson, but if you stop there, nothing changes. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And not just any action, massive, intentional, committed action. Pain is energy. It's raw, intense, and often overwhelming. But energy can be redirected. Instead of letting it consume you, channel it into action. Let it fuel your drive, your passion, your determination to create something better. Think about a time when you were deeply hurt or disappointed. What did you do with that pain? Did you let it paralyze you, or did you use it as motivation to push forward? The difference between those two paths is action. Action gives pain a purpose. It transforms it from something that holds you back into something that propels you forward. It's the antidote to feeling stuck. When you take action, you're telling yourself in the world that you refuse to be defined by your pain. But here's the thing, small, timid steps won't cut it. Massive action requires courage. It requires stepping outside your comfort zone, doing things you've never done before, and committing to a vision that's bigger than your pain. Massive action doesn't mean you have to know all the answers. It doesn't mean you won't make mistakes. In fact, you will make mistakes, lots of them. But every mistake is a lesson, and every lesson moves you closer to your goal. When you're in pain, the temptation is to wait until you feel better, until you have more clarity, until the timing feels right. But waiting is a trap. The time to act is now. The longer you wait, the more power the pain has over you. Massive action doesn't mean doing everything at once. It means doing something bold, something meaningful, something that moves the needle. It means taking one step forward and then another until momentum takes over. Momentum is your best friend. It's what turns effort into results and results into confidence. But momentum doesn't happen on its own. It's created through consistent, massive action. Action is the ultimate form of self-respect. When you act, you're telling yourself, I deserve better. I am capable of more. I will not settle for less than my potential. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is just a signal that you're on the edge of growth. Lean into it. Use it as fuel. Let it remind you that you're alive, that you're capable of change, that you're ready for more. Remember, action isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up, trying, failing, learning, and trying again. Every step you take is a victory, no matter how small. Pain is temporary, but the results of your actions can last a lifetime. So don't wait for the pain to fade. Take massive action now and let the pain become the spark that ignites your transformation. Would you like me to continue with the remaining keynotes? Rewrite your story. Most people live their lives carrying around old stories that no longer serve them. Stories like, I'm not good enough, I always fail, I'll never be happy. These stories are lies. They're chains that keep you stuck in the same patterns. The first step to rewriting your story is identifying the ones you've been telling yourself. Let's get real. Rewriting your story doesn't mean erasing the pain. It doesn't mean pretending the past didn't happen. It means deciding what that past means to you. It means taking control of the narrative and choosing a perspective that empowers you. Ask yourself, what story have I been living? What belief systems are holding me back? And what new story do I want to write? Be honest, be bold. This is your chance to create a narrative that reflects your strength, your resilience, and your potential. Your old story might be full of pain and limitations, but your new story can be about growth, courage, and triumph. It can be a story of how you turned your pain into power, of how you rose when everything tried to keep you down. Here's the thing, the stories you tell yourself shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself you're not capable, you'll act in ways that prove it. But when you start telling yourself, I am strong, I am resilient, I am worthy, your actions will begin to align with that belief. This isn't about ignoring the pain or pretending everything is perfect. It's about using the pain as the foundation for a stronger, more empowered version of you. The pain becomes part of the story, but not the ending. When you rewrite your story, you reclaim your identity. You're no longer defined by what happened to you. You're defined by how you responded, by what you did with it, by who you became because of it. So pick up the pen. Write a story worth living. Write a story that inspires not only you, but everyone around you. Because your story isn't just about you, it's about the lives you'll touch, the people you'll inspire, the impact you'll make. Surround yourself with energy lifters or energy lifters. They're the people who believe in you when you struggle to believe in yourself. They're the ones who challenge you to grow, who push you to be better, who celebrate your victories and support you through your failures. Take a look at the people in your life. Are they lifting you up or are they holding you back? Be honest, this isn't about judging anyone. It's about protecting your energy, your mindset, and your future. Some people thrive on negativity. They complain, criticize, and cling to their limitations. If you're not careful, their energy can seep into your mindset. But here's the thing, you have a choice. You can choose who gets access to your time, your energy, and your space. Surrounding yourself with energy lifters doesn't mean cutting everyone else off. It means setting boundaries. It means limiting the time you spend with people who drain you and increasing the time you spend with those who inspire you. Energy lifters don't just tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear. They challenge you to see your blind spots, to confront your fears, to step outside your comfort zone. They push you, not because they doubt you, but because they believe in your potential. Find people who are where you want to be. If you want to grow, surround yourself with people who are growing. If you want success, spend time with people who are successful. If you want positivity, seek out people who radiate it. Look for energy lifters in unexpected places. They might be mentors, colleagues, friends, or even strangers who share your vision. Be open to building new connections. Sometimes the right people show up when you least expect them. When you're surrounded by energy lifters, your pain doesn't feel so heavy. They remind you of your strength, your resilience, and your ability to overcome. They amplify your power and reflect it back to you. Energy lifters don't just lift you, they hold you accountable. They won't let you settle for less than your best. They see the greatness in you even when you can't see it yourself. So ask yourself, who are the energy lifters in my life and who do I need to spend less time with? Your future depends on the answer. Choose wisely. Would you like me to continue with the final keynote? Turn your pain into purpose. Pain by itself can feel isolating, overwhelming, and meaningless. But when you give it a purpose, it transforms into something powerful, something that fuels you rather than breaks you. Turning pain into purpose is the ultimate alchemy, the ultimate way to not just survive, but thrive. Your pain is unique. It's shaped by your experiences, your challenges, and your journey. And while it may feel like a burden, it can also be a gift. That gift is the ability to use your pain to create something meaningful, not just for yourself, but for others. Purpose doesn't erase pain, but it gives a context. It's the reason to keep going when giving up feels easier. It's the why behind the struggle. When you connect your pain to a larger purpose, you realize it wasn't for nothing. You realize it's a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Think about the people you admire most. Chances are their greatest achievements were born from their greatest struggles. They didn't let pain define them, they let it refine them. They used their experiences to make a difference, to contribute, to inspire. You can do the same. Ask yourself, what can I do with this pain? How can I use it to help others? How can I turn it into something that creates value, meaning, and impact? These questions are the beginning of transformation. They shift your focus from the problem to the solution. Your pain can be someone else's survival guide. The lessons you've learned, the growth you've experienced, the wisdom you've gained, they have the power to light someone else's path. When you share your story, you remind others they're not alone. Purpose is what turns pain into power. It's what gives you the strength to get back up, to keep going, to push through. When your actions are fueled by purpose, they become unstoppable. This isn't about waiting for some grand epiphany. It's about taking small intentional steps every day. It's about using your pain to shape your goals, your passions, and your vision. It's about finding what matters most to you and pouring your energy into it. Purpose is deeply personal. For some, it's about helping others who are going through similar struggles. For others, it's about creating art, building a business, or making an impact in their community. There's no right or wrong purpose. There's only what resonates with you. Your pain has already cost you so much. Don't let it cost you your future. Use it as fuel to build a life that excites you, inspires you, and makes you proud. Let it remind you of your resilience and your ability to turn even the darkest moments into light. When you turn your pain into purpose, you shift from being a victim to being a creator. You take control of your narrative, your actions, and your future. You become the person who rises, who overcomes, who inspires. Your purpose is waiting for you. It's on the other side of your pain, hidden in the lessons, the growth, and the strength you've gained. Don't let the pain go to waste. Use it, transform it. Let it fuel you to become the person you were always meant to be. Transform pain into power. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. The difference between those who crumble under the weight of pain and those who rise stronger lies in what they do with it. Pain can be your prison, or it can be your greatest teacher. The power to decide is in your hands. Every moment of struggle, every ounce of heartbreak, and every challenge you've faced has brought you here. Not to break you, but to awaken the strength, resilience, and potential that lies dormant within you. The fire of pain can burn you, but it can also forge you into something unbreakable. Take ownership of your pain. Stop asking, why me, and start asking, what's next? Find the lesson hidden within the struggle and use it to fuel your transformation. Take massive action to move forward. Rewrite the story you've been living and surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Most importantly, turn your pain into purpose. Don't let the hard times go to waste. Let them propel you toward a life of meaning, growth, and contribution. The path won't be easy, but the rewards will be worth it. You have the power to transform pain into power, to take what once held you back and turn it into the fuel that drives you forward. This is your moment. This is your story. And you are the author. Write something extraordinary. Because the truth is, your pain doesn't define you. What you do with it does. Rise, reclaim your power, and show the world what you're capable of. Your best chapter is still unwritten, and the pen is in your hands.